Okay, so one of the most important things in wrestling is our stance. 90% of takedowns we get are leg attacks, so I have to hide my legs. And at the same time, I want access to his legs. So the big thing is just get low. If you can focus on getting low enough to be able to scrape your fingers off the mat, you already got a massive head start. I want to be a bit lighter on my lead leg, and I want to be loaded up with my back leg. If I'm light with my lead leg, I'm quick to take it back when he shoots on me, and I'm quick to do my penetration step when I'm ready to shoot. This back leg is always loaded up. If I'm pushing into my opponent, it's loaded up, ready to go if I need to drive off and shoot in. Typically, I don't want to reach with both hands. If I reach up for my opponent with both hands, he can find a lot of space to pop under and hit my legs. I want to keep one hand protecting, usually my lead hand, to protect my lead leg because it's closer and more accessible. My back arm can post up. Once I have a good hold of him, then I can hand fight with both hands. The whole time we're staying super low. So we can just move around like this, light on my lead foot, not reaching with both hands, staying disciplined, staying low, pushing into my partner, moving around. I can throw my feints. I can do level changes. And I can practice my sprawl. Anytime my partner shoots on me, I'm quick to get back this lead leg and change my level. The thing is, you shouldn't have to change your level too much if you're already in a good stance. If I'm all the way up here and my partner shoots on me, I had to do a huge level change. If I'm already down here, he shoots on me, I barely had to level change at all. Another big thing to watch out for when we're in our stance is when we're tied up with our opponent, he's going to be wearing on my head. He's going to be trying to put pressure up. I don't want to react to that by pulling up. That's what he wants, because he lets go, I'm going to spring up, and he gets the leg attack. So anytime somebody grabs onto the back of my head or one of my arms, I just want to stay strong. Stay strong and postured, and solid. I don't want to just react to it where he pulls on my head and come straight up like this. So he pulls on it, I'm strong, he lets go, I'm still there. And I'm on to my stuff. Okay, as well as getting low. If he's going for collar ties, I can just use my hands to cycle off his attacks while I get to my good position. So when we're doing our stance drills, we can do it with a partner and we can do it by ourselves. I want to focus on my shots, my feints, stepping on the thin ice. I focus on my level changes, my down blocks, quick to get this lead leg off the ground. My defensive level changes. Just touching my hands to the ground, and my full sprawls. It's very important after your shots and after your sprawls to stay in your stance. A big thing is if I shoot on my partner, a good counterattacker is going to get ready for me to get lazy and come out standing up. Same thing with my sprawl. If I sprawl out his shot and I get lazy, I stand up like this, he can just reshoot. So anytime I finish a motion, right back to my stance. I'm back up, but not too high. So the basic leg defense, we're going to start with the double leg or the high crotch. Basically, the main thing is staying low, of course. In my stance, if I'm already low, I don't have to get much lower. On top of getting low, I need to get back. Obviously, he's coming towards me for a shot. If I can get back and low, that's good enough. The first thing we're going to do is use our hands to prevent our partner from coming into us. I'm super low, and he shoots from outside. I just put my hands wherever. I can use that to push myself back. I can use it to stop him. Just get a grip on his hand, even if he does get through. If I have a grip on his hands, he can't touch my legs. When he gets past my hands, that's where I go to my down block. I want to get my head position in front, maybe in this crease between the shoulder and his neck. I want to get in the way of his head. So I'm low, I'm getting back, taking this leg back, and I'm getting my head in front of his head. If he can get past my head, then I have to resort to my sprawl. But for now, keep our good position. Even if he hand fights and breaks my head position, I can still follow him. Okay, so we have our first line of defense, which is our hands. Second is our head position and our down block. If he gets through both of those, then we're on to the sprawl. It's through the hands, through the head. Now, I have to get my legs back and put my hips into him and get as far back as I can. He's coming under. I want to drop all my level straight down and get as much pressure on top of him as I can. As a last resort, I can use my hands to put my hand on his head and break his head position. Obviously, I'd rather be shooting here than here with his hand on my head. Stuff the head, and get my hips back. If we do it without our partner, it's gonna look getting this one straight back, putting my hips straight to the ground, and hitting the tops of my thighs onto the mat. I want to focus on making sure my thighs are hitting the mat so I know my hips are getting low enough. If I go just to my feet, there's a chance you can still pull my legs in. If I go to my thigh, everything's coming crashing down on top of them. Now when I have a partner shooting in on me, I'm going to meet him with that sprawl. Successfully get my level, my positioning down. I'm just going to slide backwards.